Does it actually say the wrong?
Not on the post, but more joke for you and me.
No, I know, but does it actually say the wrong time for anybody else, or is it just me that it somehow showed the wrong time?
It shows the correct time.
Okay, so it only broke for me.
Alright, Adam, if you're live, try switching the... You're live. Try switching the scene real quick to make sure it works.
Yeah, it works.
Waiting to see that it works.
Not the most elegant of things, because the open broadcaster, if there's a way to do it with key presses, but I'm not even going to try and touch that, so... There we go.
So you probably should set a hotkey to do it.
Alrighty, I'm here. I need to pee, sorry.
Alright, we're streaming. Yay. Now let me make sure that the thing I did... In a fit of irony, I forgot that I set the PDF reader on my e-reader device to inverted. I was like, why is this black on white? I mean, white on black.
Because you hate your own eyes.
In certain cases, it's actually easier for me to
In certain
read.
cases, yes, I do hate my eyes. Goddamn eyes, good job. Be a job creator.
Basically, when everyone gets here, we will be starting.
I will actually not derail it, but from what I've been told, the older you get, it's actually easier to read inverted. I don't know why, but...
That's because you're insane.
At that point, you got the stupid eyes on you.
No, I don't want to change the color scheme windows. It's performing slowly because I'm streaming out bits to the internet.
That sexy fish.
Okay, so are we waiting? Who are we waiting on?
Ty?
Okay.
I'm popular tonight. Damn.
Oh, that's right, I don't actually have any bonds. Whoops.
Welcome, by the way, any viewers we have. We're going to be starting shortly for a little Inverse World campaign.
No, we won't.
No, we're just waiting on everyone to get here, get settled, and we will start.
I will not
Also untrue.
Can somebody else find out if anybody is watching this? Because as I said
There
before...
are viewers, yes.
There are viewers, yeah.
Oh, God. I can't...
No, the anxiety
Just
of people
ignore
observing
them.
us.
Why would you people watch this?
Why would you torment yourselves to our dumb, inane elf game bullshit?
That's what I'm wondering.
Watching Gaston twerk instead.
Why are you...
You could be
Damn it,
watching
man.
Twitch Plays Pokemon. Go do your job.
Nobody watches Twitch Plays Pokemon anymore.
I know.
I think there's like a dedicated 2000 still.
Saddest 2000.
Well,
They're all bots anyway, so...
What is with the thing in the center of the screen?
That's just the Windows telling me my computer's acting slowly, and... I hit the wrong button, and then it just popped up again, so... Hopefully I hit the wrong... hit the right button. I don't want to hit the wrong button.
Thank you, Auditory Chronicler. That makes us feel much better.
Yeah, it's okay, like... we won't fault you for leaving.
I will. You're already here.
Hey, he'll hold it against you. And when we start, I guess we should also introduce ourselves and our characters and all that jazz. Once somebody gets here...
Fishman.
Me.
Fishman.
Oh. Can't believe Ty went with that name.
I can't believe you freaking mixed them up.
You know that Disney Prince Dustin. Yeah, Dustin. Like, wait, who's Dustin?
By the way, sorry for
Gaston.
anybody that hears a bird.
Gaston! Like, how do you even make that jump?
As I said before, the only time I've ever heard that name was from looking at some of my RPG material. That's got to be the only thing I made the connection to. Because otherwise...
Also,
Adam's
not
only
a
culture
Disney
is
prince,
RPG books.
Disney villain.
Yeah, we've talked about... I want to call him Gustav now. It's not Gustav either.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I have a video link for you, Adam. You
That's
watch
the
this, you won't
Astora.
forget his name.
I will look at this later because I can't touch anything. I'm so paranoid I will break the stream.
It'll be fine, man.
You're talking
Don't
about...
break YouTube by watching it.
I broke Google by making a post to a Google group saying
That's
I made a
Astora.
post saying I made a post about 40 years before the advent of the internet.
Mild exaggeration, but not by much.
December 31st, 1969.
By the way, I need to start this while we wait.
Oh.
This is appropriate.
If it's not known, Dirk's likely to stun. I don't want to hear it, buddy.
Yeah, sorry for anybody that hears a bird. I have a bird on my head right now, so...
That we're hearing smooth music.
Sorry for anyone who hears smooth music right now.
I make no apologies. Even though I just did.
Long bathroom breaks have been shown.
Get your story straight.
Building anticipation in their role-playing game. The gods frown upon
Alright,
players
let's see if
who
I can
play
get
their
this
GM
straight.
screen.
This dude, Shadow. This dude, Priest. I can't click it, hold on. Priest.
I will snitch on you.
This dude, chick, flying person.
This is the Jew
dude,
class.
dead person. This person, fish person. God,
Your GM is temporarily unavailable.
how do you get it to do the little, that?
You literally hold down the click.
I did, but it didn't work half the time.
Refill your GM's drink right now. GMing is thirsty work.
I also like how Twitch has a Dungeons and Dragons option, but not actual, Dungeon World.
I think the only option it has is Numenera, and that's only because there's a video game for it.
Remember,
We've actually been through this too.
get in the ball.
I could actually,
I want
if I were to really wanted to, I could probably go through adding in every single RPG into that database if I wanted to, but I'm kind of lazy. Because it keys off of Giant Bomb's database, so anything that's in the wiki for Giant Bomb gets translated over to Twitch. So if somebody was really wanted to, I think you could just get all the RPGs approved.
I think our missing person is adhering to the fact that I said 7 at first.
Gnomes, for example.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you left after that, so.
Went to go get food.
After being in there this long, your GM is hungry. Feed the GM.
You're located halfway across the country. I am not going to go feed you.
Your game is important to us. Please
Feed me, Seymour!
Oh God, no.
Oh, mild.
The hell did I just watch?
don't step on the brownies.
What did you just watch?
Enter at your own risk.
Oh, dear God.
It's on YouTube. It can't be too bad, right?
Each join
The guest
Right.
on twerking.
such as these that we often grow philosophical and ponder the deeper questions.
Close.
of gaming.
Actually, it's fairly close.
Just where did that tiger keep those 20 silver pieces?
Oh God, Peter, why?
Is
Facebook.
It really surprising there
What a
are
loud video.
half dwarfs.
Yeah, that's official on my
There are
Facebook
steps
now.
for
Thanks,
where
Peter.
hedgehogs-
What's Facebook? I haven't used that in ages.
You're with the times, old man.
Would I get more girls
Best
if I
talk.
played a bard?
Google Groups is where it's at.
That was an insult to both of you, in case you missed that.
What?
Yeah, I caught that.
Do
It's
Italian
my,
vampires
I
hate
think
fire?
my Facebook picture is still of a robot that I built like 6 years ago. That's how much I've used it.
How
I think
will
it's the
Probably.
same image that you used for like 500,000 robot companions in 4E.
I think
No.
it's the same image that you've used in the Roll D20 app for
Exactly.
the entire time that you've been in it.
What's he doing in there
Hey.
this long?
No, the picture for the companion was some sort of weird roly-poly robot I found off the internet.
Where does one apply to become a herald?
Am I listening to the DM hold music?
Yeah, you are. You want me to turn it off now?
This is actually giving me
Oh, okay, it's fine.
kind of bad flashbacks to being on the hold for engineering companies.
Yeah, that's say, I'm gonna
Seems
turn
legit.
that off because I'm like, I'm on hold.
It's like I need to make a phone call to figure out
The
how to
video
fix
is
this.
always really funny in theory.
Which one?
DM1.
DM hold music.
Yeah.
Oh.
Theoretical humor. It's funny in theory.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the thing.
Well, you know the difference
Like,
between
it's funny until it's actually been playing for like multiple
10
minutes.
minutes.
Then it's like, man,
That's like old hold
I
music.
appreciate your dedication to joke, but Jesus.
Oh man. Actually, I had to say it in terms
User
of
joined your channel.
hold music. Hi,
Hey.
Sorry.
Isaiah.
Really sorry about
the
that.
universe.
it's Prince Gustav. Gustan. Dustov.
It's Dawn.
Dustin, you dork.
Get out.
Alright, is everybody just about ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, let's go around on TeamSpeak from top to bottom as to who you are and who your characters are.
Starting with.
Oh, that would be me. I'm not looking at TeamSpeak. My
You're the only one whose name starts with an A.
I
Probably last.
I know. My name is Adam, and I am playing the. I forgot to write the name of the class down. Rain Lord, and I am playing a sentient shadow named Shadow.
Hello, my name is Name. Nothing.
Well, the shadow. Does,
I told you to use just use a foreign word for shadow, so it just sounded better.
Yeah, what's
Anyway.
German for shadow? Your name is Schwartz.
Quartz.
oh,
Okay.
My Soroku, and I'm playing Jacob O'Malley. I'm a lantern.
Do the voice.
I will attempt to manage an Irish accent.
Alright,
Alright.
let's
Next
go.
up is me.
Adam,
Hello.
you are El Sombra.
My name is Peter. I'll be playing Brutus. He's a survivor who didn't survive. He's a walking corpse.
I am, Talk. I will be your GM. That's really all there is to say about that.
Are we streaming?
Yes.
oh man.
No, we're introducing ourselves to you once again, Ty.
Hold on.
We know that Ty has issues remembering things day by day, so we introduce ourselves every time to make sure he remembers us.
It's like that
Okay,
movie
well,
with
my
that
headphones are
kid
broken
and
right now, so I can't hear anyone talking. But I'm Ty, and I know it's time to introduce myself. I will be playing Dustin. He is using the princess playbook, but he's a prince, and he's a frogman. That's about it.
Oh. Hi, I'm Tim. Playing Allegra, who is a
Allergy
flying
pill.
thing. Also an allergy pill, yes.
Oh.
A sky dancer.
Alrighty.
Don't sneeze around her or she'll choke you out.
Good story. Don't fuck with the wind dancer, yo.
Alright, see if I set this up right. Alright, our journey begins on a place called Skyward. Skyward is a place in Inverse World that in my version of Inverse World, where it's an island that is inverted from Inverse World, and this requires a little explanation. But in Inverse World, you've got inverted gravity all over the place. Gravity does not work normally. You often have people in this what is essentially a hollow world, with a sun beneath them and a rocky world crust above them. And a lot of these people live on sky islands, floating islands. And usually they live on the dark side, because the dark side is where gravity pulls you down. You're able to stand upright on it. And so most people live on the dark side of most islands, and physics are always really wonky in Inverse World. Well, in Skyward is a special island. It's an island where gravity doesn't just go one direction around it. It goes all directions towards the center of Skyward. Which means that most people who have ended up on Skyward can not only walk on Skyward on one side of the island, but also on the underside and the side. Because no matter which direction you go, you're always being pulled towards the center of Skyward. And what this has created is an island where most people who end up there don't want to be there. Because even though it's a rich in resources, rather pleasant, not very unpleasant island, almost paradisial in how it is, most people that got there by accident. Because once you get close enough to Skyward, it pulls you in and keeps you there. And so, the events leading up to today in this session, Skyward, traveling around great big floating area of Inverse World, has crashed. As of a week ago game time, it has crashed into what appears to be a giant mountain coming down from the world crust above. And that has been the catalyst for what goes on in this campaign. So, everyone, you begin at the End of the World Tavern. Although, it's not so much a tavern anymore as it is a festival grounds. Tents and merchant stalls litter the area near what is now a toppled inn that was the main housing of the tavern. The distillery nearby still stands, however, but is nearly running empty of ale as so many people are gathered in this was now huge festival grounds. People here are stocking up to leave Skyward. The End of the World Tavern is named so because it is essentially one of the areas near the edge of Skyward. And several things are going on in the festival grounds. One of the nearby things, which has been rumored to for a long time, is that the construction of a huge, almost gigantic ship called the Ark has had its construction moved here. The Ark is a basically super Zeppelin. Most flying ships that make it to Skyward don't land in one piece. And even the ones that have been built after being on Skyward were not powerful enough to leave. However, a man named Geyser, who is a merfolk captain, who used to be a privateer now turned merchant, has been hoarding supplies for a long time in order to build what he calls the Ark, a giant balloon Zeppelin massive enough to leave Skyward. And while it was rumored that the construction did not survive the great crash of a week ago, there it is at the end of the world being built again, apparently still solid enough to continue construction. Nearby, there are several attractions at the festival grounds, and all of you have ended up here for one reason or another. All of you having reasons to leave Skyward, and you are all found yourself gathered in front of a barker for a carnival show in front of the festival grounds. It is a goblin in a top hat with the skin color of brushed chrome, and he's leading a nervous magician on stage. The nervous magician produces 3 rings and proceeds to do a lackluster trick. As you stand amongst the crowd, you notice they're mostly made of angelics, which are somewhat minorly winged humans, merfolk, which are the various types of fish people, and goblins, which are the metallic, very stout people of Inverse World. Or Invel, as the world is known. And everyone around has given all of you a wide berth for some reason. You notice
Used to
that,
it.
Yeah. You notice that basically, out of the most of you, several are kind of scattered away from what is essentially a living shadow. Several are scattered away from what seems to be a dead man standing in the middle of you. A lot of the angelics are sort of scattered around a regal-looking fish man. And a irate priest is currently handing out pamphlets to people who are not too pleased with his goings-on with it. You also notice a woman standing sternly in the middle of everyone who seems to be eyeing the magic trick.
I'll
And
also eye this magic trick.
so the magic trick continues, and you notice that the man takes the 3 interconnected rings and pulls them apart. It's not a very impressive trick, but the crowd gives it a little bit of a clap.
Holy shit, how did you do that?
Kind of
Huh?
bad sorcery is this?
Character is just going to look.
Show me it again, I yell.
He interconnects the rings together again and pulls them apart a couple of times, trying to show a little more flair for the trick.
I clap wildly.
My character is just going to look at the rings and ask if they could try it themselves. Man, that is...
He says they are special rings that can only be held by a talented magician.
Oh.
He nervously says so.
Do I count?
Shadow looks kind of dejected and just walks back to Prince Dustin.
He asks, "Are you a great magician?"
I can be.
He looks around nervously again and wipes sweat from his brow and says, "Well, I see that you do not have the top hat of a magician, so I do not believe you."
Okay. I walk up to the stage and take his top hat and put it on. Now I do.
The crowd roars in laughter at this. As this is all going on, you notice that the crowd of the festival begins gasping.
I don't smell that bad.
You hear what sounds like the marching of hooves coming straight into the festival grounds, and people going, "Oh," or "Who is that?" or "What are those?" And a great booming voice comes out amongst the crowd. "People of Skyward, take heed, for the dark god fast rises from the mountain. Your island is doomed. Flee, flee the confines of your world, or be cast into the fire of Sola itself. Judgment Day is upon you. Go now while you can."
The character is going to look up at this guy and say, "Wait, is that a bad thing?"
Aye, what be all this nonsense about some dark god? There ain't anything mighty enough to oppose the glory of the great Sola.
Oh,
We're just
God!
gonna scratch his own chin and say, "What's
I
a
clear my throat.
Sola?"
My character raises up their hand again and says, "I'm pretty dark, and I don't think I'm evil. Is it really that bad?"
Don't we all want to leave anyway?
The crowd kind of all agrees with you, Dustin, as you shout out, like, "Yeah, a lot of us are leaving anyways. What's the big deal?"
Have you all tried to leave yet?
In fact, many have. As you know, people have been leaving from the end of the world festival grounds to the place where the mountain interconnects with Skyward. as it is nearby.
Any reports back?
Well, that would be a chance to roll spout lore,
Okay.
I'd say.
That is intelligence.
Yes.
6, right?
That would be a spout lore roll, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would.
Okay.
D6,
It
right?
could be.
I'd
It'd
say
be either
so,
that or discern reality.
2d6 plus your modifier, whatever it is.
I think we're all kind of dense, aren't we?
Alright. Oh, you rolled a 5, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Well.
Not bad.
What? I
Pretty
haven't
much.
seen spout lore in forever. Let me
Pretty much
read
anything
exactly
that's
what it
6
says.
or lower is considered
Oh,
an
that's
abject
right.
failure in this system.
Yeah.
But
Spout lore.
it's not necessarily a failure, it's just he'll give you different things depending on what you roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't look at spell lore, I'd look for the jam moves, personally.
Well, what you don't hear that people have been coming back, but you do hear that people have been, instead of going up the mountain, been lining up with tickets for Captain Geyser's Ark.
Okay.
A lot of people have been saying that the mountain is, treacherous, and they don't feel like it's as safe as Captain Geyser's ship, because Captain Geyser's been assuring everyone that it is very safe.
I caution all of you, this might not be as safe as he thinks.
I would like to state that I am not happy with what Captain Geyser is doing. He should be letting on his people who want off on his ship for free so that they can go forth and spread the glory of Sola throughout the world.
That is the thing. He has been charging people.
Oh, I don't have any money, so there's that. Hey, Mr. Blonde guy. Your name?
I do the
Referring
same ring magic
to,
trick.
Frank
Jacob.
guy, so yeah. Lazo.
Sorry, what?
My character walks up to you and is like, "Hey, what's your name?"
I'm Father Jacob O'Malley, pleased to meet you.
Ah, hello. I'm Brutus. You mentioned a name earlier. Sola? Who's that?
You can't be serious, you haven't heard of the great and glorious Sola? I'm going to hand you a pamphlet.
My
I
ears
will-
perk.
I will look at it. It's very confused. Yeah, I've heard the name around, but I've got some problems up there. What's his deal?
Oh, he's the god. He's the one who created us all. He gives us life and light. Without
Oh.
him, we'd all be dead by now.
Out of character, I think Sola is actually a woman in Inverse World.
No.
Don't think it's
Oh,
specified.
Okay, it's not specified. Alright, never mind.
I mean, just look at my little light here, Shimmer.
Give me 2.
Without the glory of
Drink.
Sola, this little thing wouldn't be around to help me. Spread the glory of his... I don't know, glory.
Damn!
Brutus will begin, like, he starts reading, but then he sees the little light, and he's gonna try and, like, gently poke at it.
The light is immaterial, your hand goes through it.
Oh,
It turns red, it's not happy that you're poking at it.
oh, sorry. That's pretty cool. So what's that guy talking about? We're gonna get thrown at him or something?
I don't know. It's strange to see a blasphemer like him up here on Skyward. I don't know how he got here, but he's clearly crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of, the Goat Man Shaman, it's the best he can be described because he looks very much like a living half goat, half man.
Satyr.
As
Alright, I'm
that
back,
he's
sorry.
a standing upright goat person. Is ruffling his fur and looking around nervously like he seems to have failed in doing something.
Hey, guy.
Alright?
Why'd you come here and tell us all this stuff? Everyone's
We're
already trying to leave.
to warn everyone.
Everyone's already trying to leave.
Yes, but I don't know. I assumed that the people of your island were He looks around at the festival grounds. I don't know. I guess our plan was moot.
Oh. Yeah, what?
Our plan
plan?
was to save the people of your island by getting them off of here.
Oh. Well, I mean, that'd be great. I can't pay for the Ark. You got a plan to get us off?
He looks around and says, "Well, I do know of a couple of things. There are
You
people
charge?
have started moving up the mountain in a couple of ways. We came from the trails, and although we are stout climbers, some people are having trouble. It is wet and cold up the trails of the mountains, as the down rain is coming down furiously. But I know of another way. There is a goblin mine, ancient and, well, peculiar in design, that, though very dark, is warm and dry, and as far as I know from what our people know, it spans the entire mountain."
I like that idea. I don't really want to fall off a mountain.
Listen there, laddie, I'm sure you all mean well and good, but I don't think you need to be worrying so much. Everything goes according to Sola's plan, after all. If it's meant for us to get off this island, we'll get off the island.
Well, yeah. Oh, so this guy was sent by Sola.
Well, I suppose you could be right about that, after all.
Ooh.
He looks around nervously again. "Well, I wasn't exactly sent by..." He looks around and points up at the stage. "You, magician!" And
Yes?
points at you, Tim. Yeah. "You are a practitioner?
Maybe.
Maybe you can assist me.
With?
I need a spell.
Okay.
I need to send a message back to my people that the Exodus has begun."
Slugger's just like, yep.
Oh.
Magician, not wizard. I put my hat on the guy next to me. This is the guy you might want to talk to about wizardry.
The magician, you put the top hat on, rubs his neck nervously and goes, "I'm maybe a hedge wizard?"
The best.
I might be able to help you get a message. I don't know how I'd be able to get there quickly, though.
"Well, we need to let our people know that people are moving up the mountain and we need to make way for them."
Is it far? I could fly there.
He basically points to, the tip, as you can see in the distance, of the mountain going up from where you stand. And he says, "See how far that goes?
Yes.
That is only the bottom tip hanging above Sola. The way up the mountain is this way," and he points down to the ground where you stand. "And it goes many, many, maybe 10 or 20 times longer."
Oh, yeah, I meant to ask, where are we on the island?
You are on... Can you see the picture? And,
Yeah.
I'm
Picturing us, like, right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all are basically right there at the very edge. Where you can see the mountain looming above you.
Do you have any money? I'm told there are carrier birds that can be hired out.
We do not keep currency in our tribes.
Oh,
We can
well.
barter for things." He points to one of his friends that's with him and murmurs a few goat-like sounds, and one of them produces a chicken that he's holding by the neck. The chicken is, in fact, alive and struggling in the grip of this goat man.
Yes, that's a lovely chicken you got there, my son, but I'm sure you won't need to do any bartering. Just send your prayers to the Great Soul, and I'm sure they'll get along on their way.
I scoff.
At some point, I think my shadow is going to mosey up. The goat person is the person who was giving the prophecies, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There's two of them.
Oh.
Well, there's actually several goat people. But one of them is standing in front of them, taller than the rest.
Yeah, my character's going to approach that guy.
All right.
And he's going to move up very cautious. Like, they are going to move up very cautiously, and once he gets within basically talking distance, Shadow's going to say, "Hey, I have a question." Hello?
For who?
Yes. Hold on a second.
About darkness. Is darkness really so bad?
I don't know what darkness you speak of.
I mean, you're talking about the darkness is coming upon us, right?
No, a dark god.
Well,
And by dark, I don't mean black as the sky at night. I mean...
What's night?
Do not have night where you come from?
What kind
No.
of god?
The islands pass cast night upon us where we live.
That's only for a few hours at a time.
Yes, and it is a holy time.
Here on the glorious Skyward, we are blessed by Solar's light 24 hours a day. I'm
Now he
turning
sounds like a
Liverpudlian.
carny.
Hey, your character's going to look really confused. And so wait, a dark god, not darkness? I'm still kind of
He
confused.
is a god of molten fire.
Well, then why don't you call him a fire god?
Yeah, that's not
He
really...
whispers amongst his people. They whisper back and forth and say, "Fine then, he is the fire god Fast."
My character says, nods in
Fire?
appreciation.
Where?
Deep in the mountain.
Isn't that dangerous?
I cough and feel uncomfortable and get off the stage.
It's what we came to warn everyone about. That the path up the mountain, as dangerous as it is the only way to escape the wrath of the god when he comes out from the top of the mountain.
Well, that's... Well, good luck with that. So where is the entrance to that goblin mine?
They point towards the edge of the Skyward Island. It's only a few short walking distances up the mountain a little bit.
Excellent, excellent. And I will clap him on the shoulders and say, well, I'm sure you'll be able to find your carrier pigeon somehow.
But
Yeah.
carrier pigeons only work when when you put the destination at their home. There's no...
They need to be set.
Yeah.
My character, Shadow's just going to look
Thought
and
they were
say,
just magic. Okay.
what's
Why
a
don't
home?
you guys pray to your Sola?
Yeah, why don't you pray to Sola?
Question.
Brutus will give a very earnest...
Have you never heard the priests of Sola give their speeches? Sola only helps those who help themselves.
Nonsense. The great and glorious soul will help anyone in need. As long as you're earnest.
I size you up, and then I say, "You're not a real priest, are you?"
My little friend here says otherwise, and Shimmer's gonna shimmer at you menacingly.
I'm out.
I have a stare down with your light.
Wait,
Wait, Allegra, hold
wait.
on.
It starts
I'll come
blinking
with.
faster and faster and faster, like it's trying to strobe light you.
Oh god, I think there's gonna be a firefight.
That's good. Time to leave. Let's go.
Brutus will trot off after Allegra.
I'm gonna
Shadow,
swat at Shimmer. No,
Shadow's
enough of that.
actually going to
The
follow
fishman don't
Allegra
mean you
too.
no harm. He doesn't know any better.
Shadow like recoils at the sight of the light and just follows along with Allegra.
When Brutus catches up, I'm gonna lean in next to him. Those religious people always scare me a bit.
Yeah, I don't know, he seemed nice.
Dustin.
Silly lanterns, thinking they have all the answers. I turn around and sort of huff.
Dustin.
How does a fish huff?
Hi.
Yeah.
Is there a delay right now or something?
Nope, that's just me being slow. Sorry.
Okay. Wow.
You'll
Okay.
make it someday, kid.
Well, what I was gonna say is you need to defy danger.
I do?
Yes. Well, actually, what I'm gonna say is something is coming. I'm sorry. I need to get my head into this. Something comes flying at you with a great speed on a gust of wind.
Okay.
I attempt to catch it. Defy danger
Alright.
strength.
Yay.
All right, you reach up and you grab it as it begins to try to fly past you, and the wind knocks you sort of flat on your back.
Oof.
As you're knocked down, you realize you're holding what seems to be a piece of cloth.
Huh.
Now what's that
It
doing all
has
the way
some
over here?
embroidery on it, which is seems to be almost like a torn piece of finery. And
I inspect it closely.
as you inspect it, you see initials: S.A.
Of course. I glance in the direction it came from. Where did it come from?
Seems to have come from the mountain, is where the winds are coming from.
Okay, I'll tuck it into my pack and I'll smile at the priest, sort of in a little bit of a creepy way, and then I'll glance over at the goat man and I'll say, "So you needed a messenger?"
Well, yes, we have to go warn the rest of the people on the island before we return.
If you tell me where to go, I'll take your message to your clan.
He produces a little, what seems to be a little stone on a string. And
Okay.
hands it to you.
Alright, I'll take the stone and the string. What does it do?
If
Our
you
favorite
hold this
pastime.
out at arm's length and hold it very still, it will begin to drift in the direction of our homeland.
I very stiffly follow the instructions, but then I quickly get bored and start swinging the pendulum back and forth.
Even as you swing it, it seems to pause for a minute towards the mountain.
Huh. Always towards your homeland?
Hypnotized.
Always towards the greatest path towards our homeland.
Really? Well, thank you. And what exactly did you want me to tell them?
That the Exodus has begun and to welcome all the refugees into our lands.
Hi.
I didn't disconnect, did I?
No.
No, I'm just making notes, sorry. Alright. I'll do that. Hey. And then I'll wander off and look for Shadow.
Shadow is next to Allegra and Brutus, sort of watching them. Very.
Hey, Shadow, you said you wanted to go on an adventure?
Ooh, yes,
Quest? Find your memories?
yes.
Well, I've gotten the quest, and maybe if we go in the same place,
All right.
we'll find the same things.
I had nowhere else I need to be, so sure, let's go.
Alright, bye guys!
My character's going to look at Allegra
Goodbye.
and Brutus, and you want to come?
I look at Brutus.
I don't have anywhere to be.
I shrug.
This is the greatest adventure party group ever. Hey,
Well, I mean,
Well,
I'm
might
sorry.
as well.
I should restate that. If it gets us off the island, sure.
yeah. All right.
Well, actually, I know someone who left the island once.
Really?
Yeah. Remember she just wandered out into the upland and disappeared one time.
Oh.
But, I found something of hers. It just blew to me in the wind just now, and I pull out the little scrap of cloth. See? It came from the mountain. So she must have gone that way.
Alright. Yeah, let's go find your friend.
ISO. As the other four take off, and especially as Dustin takes off, Shimmer blinks at you.
Oh,
It points at Dustin with a little beam of light and flashes red. as if it's not satisfied.
I know. He doesn't understand the glory of Sola, but you must forgive him, my friend. And I'm going to go to the Goatmen and say, well, I wish you the best of luck with your whole apocalypse thing in the Fire God and whatnot. But it seems to me from talking to you that the people down on the world crust don't know the true glory of Sola, and I need to go and bring it to them. So best of luck and all that. Goodbye. And I'm going to go walk off towards the mountain.
The Goatman stands there, casually kind of waving like, well, bye. And they kind of stand around looking around like, now what? And they jaunt forth into Skyward.
Cool.
And so,
I turn
here
out to be
begins
Hitler.
the first leg of your journey. I would like, let me see.
If
As
I
you
notice...
pass
Oh, sorry.
people by on the trail towards the mountain, you hear some whispers. Some murmurs amongst the crowd, so to speak. A lot of people saw the Goatmen come through. Somebody saying that they called themselves the Kidsin, and that one of them introduced himself as Baramas to them.
Oh.
Everyone said that he was very nervous about something, as if maybe that there really was an impending doom or something on its way, and it made everyone a little unsettled. As you see, the crowds you go by are not exactly thrilled with what's going on. A lot of people are complaining that Geyser was charging through the teeth for the Ark, and a lot of people are claiming that it probably wouldn't have taken off anyways.
The characters
probably
just gonna nod their head as if they know, they understand what's going on, and in reality, has no clue.
Another
what they're
thing
talking
has
about.
popped up, though.
Oh.
And this is the one that you hear that makes you pause for a second. Apparently, the first 4 people to leave the island were a group of adventurers themselves.
Huh.
One of them was a druid of some sort. They could tell by garb and the staff they wielded that they were some sort of storm caller. Another carried a great tower shield and was bathed in a halo of pure golden light. Another was an old man carrying a crystal ball that many had whispered that he seemed old and wise. And the last one, and the one that scared everyone, was a shadowy figure. In fact, as you notice the whispers about this go on amongst the fellow travelers, a lot of people are giving you a wide berth shadow and saying that it's another one of them. The one with the crossbow.
What? There's
I
another
am-
Shadow?
one of me. Wait a minute. What did they? Yeah, that's right. What did they look like?
They said it looked like a shadow.
You mean like me?
Yes.
I didn't know there was
I'm
more
going
like
to
me.
I'm going to scold the crowd, saying, come on now, there's room in this world for all of Sola's glorious creatures. You shouldn't be so mean to them.
Hey.
Or there's no need to be wary.
A lot of them mumble in agreement, saying, yes, indeed, that is Sola's way. One thing that the 4 travelers had in common is they all kept asking about a fish woman.
Shadow looks at Dustin and says, Do you know anything about the fish woman?
The what?
Fish woman? That they were looking for?
Well, there are thousands of fish women in Inval, Shadow.
Oh.
I'm gonna walk up to anyone who's talking about the guy with the tower shield.
Alright. You walk up to a hardy man with a pipe in his mouth, and he greets you on the shoulder, pats you on the shoulder, and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I did not realize you were ill." Yeah, I saw the guy with the tower shield. Bigger than me, a big brute of a man.
Yeah. Which path did he take up?
Oh, right up the mountain there, up towards the caverns.
So did he take the mine?
He points up to what looks to be the mine that the Goatman had pointed out.
Alright, thanks. Did you catch his name?
I don't know. Hey, did anyone catch that tower guy's name? I don't know, something about a salad?
As a side
don't
note,
seem
I'm
to
going to
know.
call you a racist if his name is Caesar.
Anyways.
Anyway, now that I turn around, I'll probably see Jacob and ask, "Oh, you're here. Hey. Can you teach me to read this pamphlet?"
Oh, you poor soul, you can't read. Of course, I'd be happy to help you with that. And I'm going to start pointing out parts of the pamphlet and what they sound like.
Awesome.
Alright.
Thanks. Curtis is not following it at all. What?
One more rumor comes out, before we move on here. You whisper about the old man, and somebody says, "Oh, I knew him. He was a great warrior back in the day. He fought the beasts of old."
I might know about the beasts of old, actually, so I can do a spout lore on that.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Are you using any books or anything for this?
Oof.
I was gonna consider it, but there's really no point with that kind of a roll.
What beasts of lore?
Apparently the drop bear. He fought the mighty drop bear. Somebody says.
What's that?
A nasty little creature that hides in trees.
Oh.
And it eats leaves all day, but if you disturb the tree, it drops down on you and claws your head off.
Hearing that,
That doesn't sound too bad.
I've traveled a lot. Can I spout lore about the drop bear?
Yes, you can spout lore about the drop bear.
Oh,
Eat the heads off salmon.
actually,
Oh no, it's a demon koala.
Are you spouting lore about the drop bear?
Adam rolled a d4.
My thought is, I don't know what Adam's doing.
Actually, I was going to say, Shadow, basically hearing this, starts to panic and hides on top of the nearest person, which apparently is Prince Dustin, and basically now you see him them trying to hide within the shadow.
Oh, are you pretending to be one?
No, trying to hide from them.
I think you're pretending to be one. That's a perfect example of the thing. Don't aid interfere. Psst.
Question about that. Is that without a bonus?
I don't think I have an int bonus.
I think Shadow was trying to get
Did
him
you
into
take
the
the bag of
mindset
books?
and giving him a bonus.
Oh,
I did take bag books, but I wasn't going to use it for
Funny
this.
example.
my character's like, wait, have I heard about this?
Anybody want to aid?
How does aiding work in this game again?
It's roll bond.
Okay.
We should probably
Yeah, we should
set up
probably
bonds.
do that.
Oh, bonds. We never set up bonds.
I totally did.
I only set up one.
I only said one as well.
Let's take this opportunity while we're at this spot for
Yay!
everybody to do their bonds.
That's great. Now,
See? I rolled a 7.
I'm going to have to switch over the stream for a second so that it actually shows the image as we set up the bonds,
Okay.
because I don't
Yeah.
have. Where's
Just, switch it over and it'll be fine.
I'm going to tell you right now, since I don't know any of them, all my bonds are they need to learn more about Glory of Sola.
I
It's acceptable
have
to me.
a
It's acceptable.
message for Jacob O'Malley, but he's not ready to hear it yet.
O'Malley needs to have more faith in themselves.
I have plenty of faith in myself.
And less
Because
faith in
Nolan
your
would
damn
have-
god.
You need to be a sinner. Allegra knows what I've been through better than most. Dustin does not know suffering like I do.
Basically, the reason I picked that bond is because Dustin doesn't really like the fatalistic, oh, Sola will take care of us outlook. In fact, he downright hates it.
Alright, so my duties rely on the help of Prince Dustin, because we kind of established that within the first 10 minutes of this game. Alright, what are the other ones? Does not
Keeping
understand.
an eye out for Shadow.
Okay.
And this isn't the first time Brutus and I have danced together. And I've got one more for Fish Guy.
I only have 3 bonds for some weird reason. Aren't you supposed to have more than that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops.
Looks like he would be surprisingly tasty with tartar sauce.
Oh no.
Hoity-toity-hoity-toity-hoity.
I'm gonna say, what is...
Then he skips up the mountain.
O'Malley does not
Oh,
understand.
me shamrock.
O'Malley does not understand me, and I do not understand them.
Dustin has not yet seen everything the skies have in store for him.
I like that one.
Peter, can my bond be that Jacob O'Malley is teaching you to read?
Yes.
Yes, it can be.
I'm going to be the white teacher at Brutus's undead minority school.
Hmm.
I need another
these
bond.
kids.
Shoot. I need to...
Alright,
Nice.
who wants to have appeared in my dreams, and who wants to be the one who was once my subject?
I have appeared in your dream.
That was one through
In my
7.
dreams, I have seen what Allegra can do.
That was one through subject. I don't remember it.
Let's see what the...
So many characters with amnesia! Alright, there we go.
Alright.
I think the only thing Jacob O'Malley remembers is the light of soul.
Of course, I don't need me on memory. If I need to know something, Sola will tell me.
I have saved Shadow from a great cataclysm.
I'm looking for a bond for Allegra. If... Let's see, what's the mechanic? What's this?
You can make up your own bonds, too.
Yeah. I'm just using these as a guideline.
Yeah, I know, but...
Everyone needing to know more about the glory of Sola is clearly not a bond that they wrote.
Teaching someone to read is also clearly not a bond. I will keep Jacob safe from the horrors of the world.
You know what? I will actually write. I must prove to Allegra that I am her friend.
Yeah, you're perfect.
I
Yup.
said her friend.
Oh, her friend, okay. That's a lot
Like
easier.
perfect more.
I was gonna say, that's a lot easier to
Spin on
do.
the character.
Literally a perfect being.
Perfect being of Shadow.
No, my character doesn't have an ego.
I guess I'll copy and paste mine in.
Nope.
You got that right, Ty?
Oh, I should have put that in the chat window. Shoot. Nope. Yeah.
Ah! Infinite.
Taking bets on whether or not Talk expected this first session to be us beating up the airship manager into charging cheaper prices for the
No.
poor.
I was hoping it wouldn't be a thing. It's a portent. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Okay, somebody check the stream to make sure that it's working normally now.
Yeah. Except
Okay.
that you keep
It's
bringing up. There we go.
yeah, that's fine.
It was a little wonky for the time being, but... Alright, cool. I'm all set.
Did you mention this in the March chat thread?
Yes.
Okay. Expect more people to be here. No.
I think we're the only ones watching.
Well, it is a Friday.
And look at us nerds doing this.
I'll be honest, the alternative is probably even worse in terms of nerdiness for this. I
What's
told
that?
Magic the Gathering improv.
Oh, yeah, none of that shit.
Yeah.
What?
You heard me.
I heard you. I hear you just fine.
Do you make up rules on the spot, like normal Magic the Gathering games?
I think, well, you know what?
Whoever did that? You couldn't, where I used to play Magic the Gathering, you couldn't make up rules on the spot because people would bring out the stupid paper with the rules on it.
Part of the thing that really had me tempted was that...
Some more drink.
I guess we could just talk about this. Part of the thing that really had me tempted to go out and do this, except this happened, was that I wanted to bring the most stupidest Magic cards that I've heard about, so I wanted to bring the Lemure Magic the Gathering cards, which was a card that was basically supposed to have the artwork of a ghost, but because nobody knew what a Lemure was who was doing the artwork, you ended up with something Lemure, and it was a picture of a lemur. And it was the greatest thing, because then they did like a
D&D. That's a funny way to say drinking a whole bottle of wine tonight.
Then they did another card that made fun of that card, where the flavor text said, they were lemurs, but it turned out they were ghosts." And it was an actual picture of a lemur ghost.
Cool.
Oh, anyway.
Alright, so is everybody here settled and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Mhm.
Okay. Hi, about your role about drop bears.
Yeah, I want to know how vicious they are.
They're a relative of another famous, very vicious monster, but very elusive monster, the snipe.
Oh, what's that?
It is in fact a bird-like creature with long spindly legs and sharp claws that is known to run away to the shadows if you chase it.
I don't know, my character's really going to start getting antsy at this and probably start trying to hide in your backpack.
Sorry, what?
Are you
They run away to the shadows if you chase it?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Alright.
Sounded so disappointed.
Huh. Okay. Yeah. Those drop... Are you sure he killed the drop bear? That
I
doesn't...
heard he killed 13 of them.
Drop bears don't really exist. Just a myth.
I'm going to quote some biblical text of the Book of Soul that proves they exist.
Oh my
Fucking
god.
It's
Lantern
not a
is...
proper source of information.
The Lantern spouting doctrine again.
My character...
I believe you, Jacob.
That in character?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Anyways,
I will actually say
Toss,
this.
there is one thing
Mhm.
I wanted to investigate, and sorry, Adam. What this fish person that they were chasing after, what was the description they gave?
very good actually. The description they gave was of, she, was a rather tall and elegant fish person, or most fish people, and was wielding a, what they called a thunderblade. No, the four asked if these people knew what a thunderblade was, or had seen the fish person. Somebody said that they might have known a fish person years back like that, but they hadn't been seen in forever, that they were known to have disappeared.
Alright.
And another guy keeps saying, "I think a drop bear ate her."
I'm gonna try to trip that guy and face plant him into the mud.
You do, as he is drunk. Everybody laughs, including the big burly guy. That Joey's always making stuff up. But yeah, I don't know,
No, it's a good description. That's all I really wanted.
one thing. The old man did not seem well that was with them. If y'all do find those four, do me a favor and check up on him. He looked like he could be passing on in years.
Okay. But if he run out of entering, he's probably fine. They usually know what they're doing.
I'm sure there's no need to worry. After all, Solo's looking out for him. He won't
They're
pass
looking out for
before his time.
themselves, man.
My character is now made
Day 1. Ready to kill myself.
Lugger, you shouldn't talk like that.
My character is now
You
entirely.
must know
I
suicide's
look
a
at
mortal
Brutus
sin.
and say, yeah, I guess you would know. I probably shouldn't.
Of course you shouldn't, Allegra. Suicide's a mortal sin. You'll never get into the glory of Solo if you kill yourself.
I give Brutus my sword. Make sure I don't use that ever.
Mind you, if Sola guides you into killing yourself, there's no problem, huh?
Now, why
Every
would
Fucking
Solo
man,
do something like
dude.
that? You're
around
just
you,
talking
traveler
nonsense now.
starts backing off from you, going, "Uh-oh, religious debate."
My character at this point is just hiding entirely in the backpack, contemplating the nature
There's
of the
like
drop
a shadowy
bearer.
foot
Actually,
sticking out and
hold
an
on.
eye peeking out.
Yes.
I give
Okay.
Brutus my
Okay.
sword
For
and shield
this,
and
I
say,
can-
hold
I-
these so I don't kill myself.
I can
Okay.
actually reveal the way to attempt to give Allegra advice, that it's in her best interest not to kill herself.
Oh, I think she
I
understands.
think she's being sarcastic.
Yeah, it's sarcasm.
Where'd the skinny guy go?
You see an eye just poking out of Prince Dustin's
Ah.
backpack.
And a foot.
And a foot.
And a foot.
And Prince Dustin, you're probably 4 extra weight heavier.
I don't think I can carry that.
Dustin is struggling very hard to keep standing.
You're too big, buddy. I will lift Shadow out of the backpack.
But what about the drop bear? I'm safe in the backpack, aren't I?
It'll be okay.
Oh,
Ah,
thank
you
you.
needn't worry. There aren't any trees
problem.
around here. We're in an open plain. There ain't going to be any drop bears.
Unless Sola wills a tree in front of our existence, and then we're all screwed. Oh,
No,
my-
Sola will protect us, won't he?
from the drop
Yeah.
bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. As I understand it, it's not in Solo's way to interfere too much with the mortals. If it's a drop bear that's going to get us, then it's a drop bear that's going to get us.
I don't want a drop bear to get us.
Solace in your feelings, Shadow.
Shadow, a drop bear isn't gonna get us.
Do you
I don't
promise?
even know if a bear can hurt a shadow.
That's a good point.
We could test that.
Hey, nope, stay away from me.
Oh, now that's enough. The poor thing's scared enough already.
I will give Shadow a big ol' hug. Pat him on the back. It's okay.
Aw,
You
thank
smell
you.
like dead guy now.
You do smell like that guy now. by the way.
Anyways, as,
Like, Brutus doesn't smell terrible, but you don't smell good.
I'm gonna assume that y'all travel while doing all this.
Nope.
Yeah, okay.
Standing in the middle of the street. Perfectly still.
People going giving you a wide berth. You've
Actually,
eventually
hold
you-
on. I kind of
Mhm.
want to... Allegra, a lot of
Yeah?
people here, bet they'd be hiring out protection to get off the island.
Perhaps. What's your idea?
Probably make some money off of it.
Good. I take my sword and shield back.
Yeah.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
What you thinking? No, he's not supposed to sound that dumb. Hold on. What are you thinking?
What you just said.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
I will begin to stack various things for Allegra to get like a podium.
Mhm. Find a couple of discarded crates to do so.
All right, you're better at talking than I am.
Okay. We'd like to offer our services for protection.
Everyone kind of stops on the trail who's passing by, and they look at you inquisitively, and they're listening.
For a fee.
They
You see,
start
we've-
moving on.
We fought Wait. We fought multiple monsters. Many drop bears have died to our
As
likings.
soon as you say drop bear, somebody says, "That's an old myth used to scare children."
It's not a myth. Drop bears are real.
Now people are giving you a wider berth.
Oh.
Do I really have to do this? Fine. I'll have my wings sprout out.
Great.
People stop and stare.
We can protect you.
An
Hey, you want to get
angel?
off this island, right?
Is that an angel? Everybody starts whispering, is that an angel?
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll give Allegra the
By the
thumbs
gods,
up.
Allegra, why didn't you tell me you were one of Sola's own?
I facepalm on the podium.
I'm like standing next to Jacob, giving Allegra 2 thumbs up. Like, yeah, play it up.
The big guy from before steps forward and says, that's not that impressive. And he goes, "Rah!" and breaks the back of his shirt, revealing 2 2-foot wings.
Is that
They
all?
are feathery and white, and says, everyone's got these, at least those,
I reel back and spew fire at him.
He reels back and goes, whoa! That is something. Hey, Joey, come check this out. Show Joey.
Maybe for a fee. Like I said, it's for protection. I can't wear it out.
Joey, pay the girl. He smacks Joey on the back. Joey, tosses you a gold piece.
I grab it. Thank you. I'll shoot a fireball in the general direction.
Whoa, cool. They seem impressed, but big guy says, I don't know if we need protection, though.
Have
Well,
you heard
the,
any of the stories?
Stories about what?
An old god coming?
Oh, you mean what the goat man said?
What the goat man thinks is true, and it probably is.
Well,
do you
he's
think
just a
exists on the
crazy old
surface?
goat.
Well, what do you think exists on the surface?
Surface?
A bunch of happy little tree folk?
Well,
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
lived on
know.
the mountain longer than us. You probably know something.
I did originally come from the surface. Could I spout lore about what typically exists on the surface?
you can.
Use a buck.
He's a
But there-
goddamn book.
Use a goddamn buck.
Bring a book, motherfucker.
Wait, spout lore is spout lore int or whiz?
And
Int.
unless you have a stunt.
I don't need no book.
Okay.
That's a 12 plus.
You know exactly what's on the world crust. And the world crust varies from place to place, but it's often craggy stalactites and goblin mines, and sometimes the remnants of shanty towns, goblin shanty towns. For the most part, if it's one of the few places ever shadowed from Sola, as islands pass over, and is generally a hostile place to live unless you live in the interior of the world crust, in which case it's still hostile for the strange creatures that live there. But a lot of people there are very ignorant of Sola.
Yep, I spent a lot of time down on the surface. I had to spread Saul's glory after all. They needed to know.
Liverpool accent.
I know.
I appreciate it.
There you
Is
have
this
it.
Accent's more consistent than the previous
They
attempt at
look around and
accent.
say, well, if the priest has been there, it can't be all that bad.
I don't think this priest is a softie.
Oh, we're not soft either, the big guy says, flexing his muscles.
They
To
are.
test
And I
that
will
theory.
point to the smallest people around.
He frowns.
My character actually pipes
Yeah,
up.
yeah, you're right.
It says, I'm
We're
kind of...
advertising to them. Get out of here. Quit
Hey,
harshing.
Joey, gather up the boys. We're gonna lead and protect these people.
Oh,
Not
damn
even
it.
just give us a good idea.
I don't think that's wise. You might hurt yourself.
Well, come join us then.
You should follow me.
Big guy kind of scratches his chin. You're gonna have to parlay with them.
Okay.
To roll parlay, you roll charisma. The way it works is, when you have leverage on a GM character, manipulate them, roll plus charisma. Leverage is something they need or want. 10 plus, they do what you ask. Your first promise what they ask of you. On 7 to 9, they'll do what you ask, but they need some concrete assurance.
I'll aid. How does that work?
You just roll
Aid is just a roll and
plus how many
roll
Plus
plus
bond.
and
Alright,
if it's successful, you help them.
I help.
7.
That makes it
Alright.
enough, though.
Alright.
It worked out, thanks, Beer.
Well, here's the thing. They will follow you, but they're not going to charge the people.
Not going to charge the people?
That's what that old bastard Geyser was doing, charging people for charging people for safe rides. And, the people here came here because they don't have the money. They don't have the finances to take some fancy ship, so they will follow you and help protect people if you do it for no charge.
They're in a crate, right?
Allegra is, yeah.
Can I sort of hop up onto the crate with her?
Sure.
I'll move over.
I will give you a boost.
Hi! Allegra, and others, gathered others. I hear that, you're doing a little protection work, these people, helping them out. Isn't that right, Allegra? Well, they might not be willing to pay right away, but, I'm sure, if you manage to protect them successfully, maybe there will be a reward at the end of your journey. And I smile and use my move Winsome,
Oh, boy.
Alright.
which is when you smile and ask a stranger for a teensy favor with no leverage, spend 1 poise and the GM chooses one. And there are your options.
I see them.
Yeah, I can get you the PDF. I just had to blank the.
And all I'm asking is that maybe after that we've successfully guided them through the mountain, they might think about rewarding us. That's the only little tiny favor. They don't have to promise anything, they don't have to do anything, it just has to be on their minds.
They think about it for a moment and say, well, if it's just donations, then sure.
Well, I'm sure that it'll be no problem for anyone. After all, we're heading to a more prosperous future, isn't that right? And my fish teeth sparkle when I smile.
I don't know about that. I think you guys are in for more of a world of hurt than you realize. I'll jump off the crate. But I'll lead you.
I'll help.
I'm a shake my head. I'm not sure I really agree with this. I mean, protecting them's all fine and good, but charging these fine folks when they barely have anything to spare, it's not
Well-
Cola.
Father, it's volunteer work, and if they volunteer a reward, what can I say? It's a free life, right?
I won't
No,
charge
I
them.
said
I
said
snuff
I-
fire out of my nose.
I said I wasn't going to. I didn't say I wasn't going to accept anything they offer. It's rude to deny a gift, but all the same, it's not something I'm entirely comfortable with. And I'm going Liverpudlian again, damn it.
Just out of curiosity, Peter, did you find the website that has the Dungeon World game on it? I know it's one of the.
I think I found it.
Yeah, it's got all the classes and stuff.
I have it.
Okay, Ty will
I
link
just
it.
I just need the actual rules of the game because I've forgotten them.
Yeah, there we go. That's the website that has everything. Thank you, Ty.
Alright, should have like a bar at the top. I don't know if that page got loaded in with the rest of it.
Excuse me?
I don't know. But no, my
Thank you.
character's fine with accepting any money. He's just saying that the reason we should be doing this is, in the first place, is
He's just being an argumentative bastard about semantics, is what he is.
always remember that charity is its own reward, and if they choose to do anything extra, then it's out of the kindness of their hearts.
I will
That's-
clap Jacob on the shoulder and be like, "Yeah,
It's basically exactly what I said.
yeah,
So, yeah.
friends."
Only I used a move to guarantee that it happens.
I feel like I'm being charged. I keep walking.
All right. People gather behind you and follow you. Basically, because you promised to lead people, the big guy, who you now know is named Jeff, the other guy who is actually his brother, Joey the liar, apparently, and a bunch of his boys gather up and keep people, going straight and helping them along and keep them from having trouble on the trail behind you as you lead the way up into the mountain.
Character's going to be friendly, try and mingle with the people and sort of greet them.
I retract my wings too after the whole speech thing.
All right.
Thought you had a good speech, Allegra.
Thanks.
Yeah, it was really good.
Now this next part is you get to the edge of Skyward, and the mountain is ahead of you. You see the trail leads, kind of oddly, it leads above you, as if you would have to almost walk upside down from how you are to get on the trail, which doesn't make any sense because you either have to climb up it or, for some reason, the trail goes above you and it kind of overhangs above you.
I pull out my rock.
All right. The one the goat man gave you?
Uh-huh.
It points towards what the caverns you see above you on the mountain.
I tentatively put a foot on the mountain.
All right. Basically, it's like putting your foot on the wall.
I remove my other foot from the ground. Let's see if anything
And
happens.
you fall upwards.
Wow! Splat.
Oh god, he's
You
dead.
don't fall far, but you are now suspended about 7 feet above everybody else.
Am I
On
like
the
standing
mountain.
upside down compared to them?
Yes, you are.
I will also do this thing, but I will try to flip in midair so I land on my feet.
That's
Then you will need
strange.
to defy danger.
Okay.
We probably shouldn't be jumping down unless we know where we're going.
We can jump back.
7 feet?
That's not
Yeah.
bad.
I'll just walk up the mountain here until I'm at the same level you are, if I wanted to come back.
Hey.
Alright. Well, you land upright, but you also kind of halfway land on Dustin's foot.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Ow!
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Shadow is going to take the easy
Your foot
way
smells like
out.
dead people.
Ugh.
You have a BO problem, man.
I'm
Let's
sorry, I
say-
can't help it.
My character is just going to extend themselves 7 feet, lightly touch the other thing, and just sort of retract the other half.
I'm gonna say because you did it that way, you just go and you're up there.
That actually is one of the stunts for the Rain Lord.
Yep.
I will hold out a hand, 2 hands for Jacob and Allegra.
I'm actually going to motion for the air people to go before me.
I will hold out
Actually,
a
I
hand to
want to
them.
be I want to be in the bottom. Actually, no, I want to be the last person down. I want to make sure they don't get attacked from behind while we're all down there.
I'm gonna say I'm going to stay on the island for the moment to make sure any women and children can get onto this little pathway.
Oh yeah.
You see them taking a different path, and the group protecting them stops and says, "Wait, you're going up to the cave?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We're taking the mountain trail on the other side. That's where everybody else has been going.
How's that been working out?
Which way does it go?
Around the lip of Skyward and down the mountain.
Towards the world crest?
Yeah.
Not very safe path. Cave is safer.
Well, I have a message to deliver to someone in the caves, and we might find some more help there if you can wait a few.
The big guy stops for a second and looks at Allegra and says, "Did a good job leading people here. We can carry it on and meet up with you down at the base of the mountain."
You think you can do it?
Well,
I
I think we can.
Didn't that goat guy say the outside sucks?
Yeah. He
That's
did
what I
mention
thought.
that it was a bit icy and cold out there. You sure you all got the proper gear?
You notice people do have all sorts of weather gear with them.
I'm not sure if that's enough.
Well,
But if
as
you
long
think
as you
that's
think
the
you're
best,
prepared.
You think you can make it?
wasn't there a rumor that people got swallowed up on one of these trails?
yes,
Probably.
Which one was it?
this one,
Which one?
the one they're trying to go on,
Actually,
it's ours.
that
Dun,
rumor
dun, dun.
hasn't been brought up yet.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it was. My bad.
It's a rumor on the campaign primer, though.
Oh, my bad.
No. Do we not know the rumors on the campaign farmers?
You know most of them that have been brought up in game.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
If it looks dangerous, I wouldn't continue. If we don't see you at the
They
bottom,
say
we'll come
that
back.
that trail's safe. You can stick to the mountain and walk straight up it. It's fine.
Well,
People have been doing it ahead of them for hours.
But do they make it to the bottom?
Well, not yet, but that's a few days' journey.
Well, goat guy recommended the inside trail, so that's where Bruce is going to go. Also,
We were told by a good man to go into this cave. That would be more safe.
He'll look at you and said, "You listen to the goat man? He's
Yes,
the one who
nobody-
keeps saying about the Dark Mountain God."
Probably because he's right.
he lives here. Like,
And
do
he
you
thinks
not
the Dark Mountain
listen to
God is
him?
safer than going outside.
Well, I think the whole Dark Mountain God thing's obviously nonsense. If you
hey,
made it up the mountain through this route, then you must be able to make it back down well enough.
can I use a move?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about this, and I would like to ask my dear friends a truthful answer to a short, simple question.
Sure.
All right.
And,
Boys.
yes.
All right.
My question is the Dark Mountain God real?
Is that a simple question?
He's asking us.
It's a yes, no question. No, not you guys. It's a move I have to ask, like, basically the things I get visions from.
Everybody on the trail yells for a moment and says, "Down rain!" Suddenly, swirling around you at the tip of the island is a massive swirl of down rain. Even though you're not being directly hit by it, it swirls around you in almost a whirlwind of droplets.
Wait, is this actual rain?
Yes.
Oh, yes. The character... Actually, wait.
As it swirls around you, you hear, all of you hear, which is unusual, faint whispers and whispers and whispers. And one of them says, "Pass."
What?
Why did
It's
I
just
actually
what?
whisper that? What did it say?
Pass.
Pass?
Pass?
Bass. With an
Bass.
F.
Fass.
Pass.
Fass is the name that the Goatmen were using.
Oh.
This
The
is the
mountain god.
name that they use.
Fax.
No, Fass.
You
They
typed...
pronounce it Fass.
Okay, Fass.
says.
Hey, isn't
Got
that...
a message through fax. You should come down this way.
And the tension was broken.
Sorry.
That was a good one.
Damn.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Hey, wasn't that the name the Goatmen were calling their god?
I nod.
Everyone around you goes, "What? We can't hear you. The rain's too loud."
My character has just completely disappeared right now. It is raining in the area, right?
Yes.
Yeah, my character, you can't tell where my character went. It's just like, nope, disappeared.
One of your characters has disappeared, people.
Guys, I don't want to actually... Can we go the other way, please?
Shadow, where are you?
I'm hiding.
I can hear your voice, but where'd you go?
The goat man is right. I know he is.
I'm hiding.
So you won't believe in my god, but you'll believe in his? That's
No, I don't believe in his
that's
god.
a mighty
I believe in him.
hypocrisy.
I don't believe in his god, but I do believe in him.
Can we?
This is not the time for religious debate, Somali.
Yeah, out of character, just to let you know, because my character is actually the liquid shadow thing from the Rainwalker. Whenever it rains, they can choose to actually disappear from the scene.
Oh, cool.
And basically, you can be seen unless you want to be. So that's why
Nice.
my character disappeared. I'm just putting that out there in case it seems really weird without the context.
Okay.
Anyways, that's why I
Regardless
say
of
to them.
whether or not the god exists, that guy lives here. He probably knows better than us.
Exactly.
Probably listen to him.
That's why I say to the people.
Well, they've designated themselves to the trail. Where
Alright.
everyone else is going.
I don't think that's wise. Anybody that wants to follow, come with us.
The big man stops for a minute and with his friend Joey and says, they can't be reasoned with. You sure about that, goat man?
I'm positive.
How do you know?
Why are you so against the goat man?
I don't know. They're strange. We've never seen them before. I've never heard of a goat man before.
And we've never been connected with an outside world before either. He's trying to help us.
Joey says, I have. Jeff slaps him on the head and goes, oh wait, yeah, you have.
My
We're not from Skyward originally. We ended up here when our ship crashed.
My character is actually going to poke their head out of the shadow right near them and say, hey, people say I'm... Oh, I forgot what
Get back down there.
Magic.
Yeah, magic. My character basically looks at them, hey, people think I'm strange looking, and I'm actually perfectly nice when you get to know me. So maybe you just have some bad preconceptions about the Goatmen.
It's not that, it's just... How do I put it? Seems so damn nervous.
Yeah, you would be too.
I
He's
guess.
in a new place. It crashed into his
He's
house.
used to goat men.
Yeah.
He's walking into a bunch of people that he's never seen before. It's the exact same situation.
I mean, think of it this way. How are you feeling going onto the mountain that you've never been before?
Well, about how I felt when I crashed into Skyward. I kind of want to get the hell out of here, and I'll do anything to do it.
See, maybe the Goatmen were feeling that same way.
Yeah, but I'm not nervous about
The
it.
goat man said he was coming on to save us.
Save us from what, though?
He said the Dark God.
It might not actually be a god, but it is
Something-
most likely dangerous.
On fire. That's
Or
what
just
he
will
told
throw
us.
up his hands and say, you are being purposefully stubborn at this
And
point.
besides, there's
Hey, look, we're with you. I just can't convince all them. And he shows the people going down the trail. We'll come with you, but I can't guarantee we can bring everyone.
all right.
If you guys want to follow them, that's fine. I think that all of you should follow us, though. It's up to you. I turn around. And I walk through the cave.
Character five.
The only people that do follow you are Jeff, Joey, and Jeff and Joey.
All right.
So we're in the cave now?
Well, what they do is they join you on the ledge.
See, was that so bad?
On the mountainside.
And I'll go that way, too.
Yeah, that
Gravity's
wasn't
kind
hard.
of funky this way.
See, that wasn't hard.
All right.
And, Talk, I
Mhm.
realized that, kind of forgot about one of my starting moves. Reminders of the past. When I meet a traveler or enemy I've met before on my
Mhm.
call to the GM of your last encounter with them, GM will tell them how they've changed since.
Yeah.
So the last time my character died was 3 months ago, traveling in what is essentially a desert, having starved to death. And I want to say that when I woke up, I met these guys.
Okay.
How have they changed since then?
Well, Jeff has just gotten bigger and brawnier,
Alright.
and Joey doesn't look as good. Joey looks a little malnourished.
I recognize you guys.
I was about to say, aren't you the guy who got dragged out of the desert?
Yeah. Hey, Brother Joey's not looking too good.
Joey coughs a little bit. It's okay. It's
Does he want some
nothing.
food? I got food. You guys gave me food. Paid for
They
it.
shrug and say, we don't know what's wrong with him.
Alright. Well, you should eat.
I stop and turn around. We kind of need to know what's wrong with you. If you're sick, you could get all of us sick.
It's not nothing catching. It just, he got sick.
If it was contagious, the rest of them would probably be sick. I'm
Yeah.
suddenly a lot smarter.
And he's been around people for months, and he ain't caught nobody with it.
I do discern realities.
Sure.
Ooh.
No dice.
Hold on. I just opened the wrong thing, too. Opened my media player.
I don't think I get any questions, so.
Yeah. You don't.
Cool then.
That's stupid. I think you should...
The DM has moves for when someone rolls 6 or lower.
but I can't think of what move I want to do here.
Well, kind of a thing you probably shouldn't do now because I'm literally just now suggesting it. What I would do is I would let him ask one question, and I would give him an incorrect or somewhat vague
Yeah.
answer.
You can ask one question off the list.
I need the list. Anyone have a link?
It's in
Uh,
Ty
Oh, yeah,
linked
the
it.
thing. I linked it? Okay.
Yeah.
One sec. Find that.
There they are. In the chat.
What here is not what it appears to be.
That is a very good one.
He's
Can't
faking
be
it.
sure why, but Joey's not sick in the traditional sense. It's not anything like a virus or cancer or anything like that. Something made him sick, all right, but can't put your thumb on one.
I tried.
It's either
Okay,
a
then.
virus or cancer.
Oh dear.
I hope you feel better, Joey.
Turns out Joey
I'll
is a
be fine,
doppelganger.
it's nothing.
I don't
Alright.
think that's the case, but if you insist.
Well, regardless, I will mark one off my dungeon rations and give them to Joey.
All right.
Pull out a
He,
turkey sandwich.
Gratefully eats them.
What's a dead person do with the turkey sandwich? Or do you still have to eat it? Oh, I guess you're
He's gotta
right.
eat like everyone else.
He's a zombie. He's not a skeleton or anything like that.
Yeah, just keep reviving. I'm pretty desiccated at the moment.
Oh, you're Kenny.
Oh,
Sort
no. No.
Pretty
Let's,
much.
let's
God damn it,
continue.
you killed Brutus.
Et tu,
You
Brude?
think killing Brutus impresses us?
He dies all the time. You'll wave your hands. God.
At least it's not Caesar.
Anyway,
Alright,
Alright,
let's
let's...
go to these caves.
Yep.
All right. As you make your way to the cave, you notice something strange.
Is it strange as in...
Jeff says, it's funny. Nobody's come this way. I wonder what's up here.
I thought those 4 guys came up this way.
They look around and they look at each other and go, "Yeah, I guess they did. That's actually probably why nobody else came this way, because they didn't want to get in their path."
I'm going to whisper to Brutus that I'm pretty sure I remember hearing them mentioning coming up the path.
No, when I asked which way they went, they pointed to these caves.
I thought they pointed to the mountain.
Yeah, they did point to the mountain, but there's 2 paths on the mountain.
Yeah. And caves were mentioned.
I think the magical swinging pendulum thing is pointing to the caves, at least.
Yeah, it is.
Also, you're echoing also.
Oh, okay.
My character is going to look at Prince Dustin and say, you think it's going to be safe
What?
inside the caves? It's not going to be any drop bears, right?
Drop
Any
bears need trees.
Stitches?
Yeah, there's no trees
Snitches?
here. There's no trees here, Shadow.
Jeff laughs to himself. Can y'all believe that drop bear story?
Owl bears?
He does. I point at Shadow.
Ah, it's an old wives' tale. It's like, sending kids to, hunt out for snipes. Just something to keep them busy and, keep them from climbing up trees and stuff.
Jackalops?
I
are
fix
real.
the man with a glare and I say, snipes are real.
Snipes are real, also tasty.
They look at each other and laugh. Oh, boy.
Don't let
Bears
it be
all come flying
jackalopes.
out of the sky to steal your helmet. Duh. Everyone knows that.
Werebat?
As they laugh, one of them stops laughing and points. Snipes ain't real, but what is that?
I
And
look.
You all notice what seems to be vines crawling up, well, from y'all's perspective, down at you from skyward.
Oh.
Hmm.
Are they like moving?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They're snaking along the ground pretty quickly towards you.
From where we just came from?
Uh-huh.
I breathe fire at him.
They recoil, and you all need to roll initiative.
Ugh.
Oh, wait. Yes?
What?
Dungeon World.
There's no
Dungeon
initiative.
World.
Yeah,
No initiative.
Oh, there's no initiative?
right.
Nope.
It's freeform.
Dungeon
I forgot
World.
that.
You ask for moves.
Alright, cool. God, I've forgotten how Dungeon World works.
You've been actually doing pretty good for this entire time.
No, it's been good. It's
Yeah.
been fine.
It's been a while. Okay, there's no initiative, so I don't have to set initiative.
Nope.
No.
Alright, well, this is a combat, I guess. I kind of telegraphed that.
Is it?
I
No.
guess it's an encounter of some sort.
So I guess
Allegra, you breathe fire at them, and they are going towards you fast.
Take out my shield and sword.
Alright, one of them strikes at you. You need to do
I will
something.
interpose my body
Alright.
between Allegra and the vines. The defend
so you're
move.
defending?
Yep.
Alright.
I'm bodyguard. That's what I do.
Actually, if it's cool, I could possibly roll for it and give them a very large disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
No problem, it's cool.
The rest of the party's in reach, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
was-
then I'm going
Wait.
to touch Allegra on the shoulder.
Let's resolve one move at a time.
Alright, well,
Yeah,
I was
I
just
give-
going to give her my shield.
I was just gonna roll dex to dodge.
Alright, and Peter, you wanted to defend?
Yeah.
Alright, how does defend work again? Let me reroll.
Plus con.
Okay,
And
yeah.
Tim knocks it out of the park anyway. So.
Okay.
I get a 10 plus, so I can choose 2 from Leaf of the Wind. A threat is waiting for you when you get there. The winds are uncooperative, but... Wait, what the hell? When you dance away from an opponent's attack, roll dex. On a 10 plus, choose 2. On a 7 and a 9, you're there, but choose 1.
I think
That's
you're
right, it's
reading the
wait.
wrong part.
That doesn't sound like...
Yeah, you've mixed up 2 moves there.
Ooh.
If you copied those,
you're
you may
right.
want to refer back to the playbook.
You are right. Let's see.
If you roll
Sorry,
well,
guys.
it sucks. But if you roll bad, it's better.
That's why I was confused. I was like,
You avoid their attack, you slip away to somewhere they can't follow you, you
avoid
taunt
their-
them,
yeah.
drawing their full attention.
I taunt them, drawing their full attention, and I avoid their attack.
Alright, well, jump out of the way as they bury themselves like spears into the rock beneath you. And, they immediately, as you jump out of the way, pull the rock out,
Uh-oh.
shattering part of the trail.
Since they just attacked Allegra, I'm going to reach out and say, you might want Solace protection for this one, and encompass
No, thanks.
her in, you don't have a choice, in the Shield of Light,
Bless whether you
increasing
want it or not.
her armor by 1. I imagine this feels quite uncomfortable for you, but
I
I'm
dislike-
oblivious to this.
Not helping!
Everything's wonderful.
Everything.
I'm also going to have Shimmer transform into the Twilight Blade in my hand.
Everything is
Alright.
awesome.
Because of God's gift or whatever, I'm also encompassed in the glow, so I have +1 armor.
All right, cool.
Can I do something? I'm
Sure.
going to use the move Rain Man. No, wrong name. Liquid Bot. No, wrong stunt. The Deluge. Whenever you unleash a blast of ward or shadow, in this case, spend 1 rain and roll plus ward. On a 10 plus, choose 3. On a 7 to 9, choose 2. So I roll. Shadow's basically trying to push them back with
Alright.
shadowy tentacles. Roll 2d6 plus 3.
Fucking tentacle fight.
Oh, jeez.
Ugh.
Wiggle at each other.
Okay.
Oh.
So you got
Yeah.
a lights on that, huh?
Yeah.
There's no.
What you ended up doing was spraying the area down with shadowy water and feeding them shadowy water.
Oh god.
And they are vines. They lap it up.
Sorry.
I sigh and I pull a salt shaker out of my pack.
You
wouldn't
pull
do that,
what
Shadow.
out of
Here we
your-
go. Alright, so using whatever's at hand and the salt shaker, but that means that my salt shaker is stout and balanced.
Oh god!
Wait.
Panfu.
Then I'll use Pan Fu
Yes, you took that
plus
stunt.
1d6 damage.
I love
And I'll hack and slash using my salt shaker.
Jeez, we've been rolling.
Alright.
I've rolled great so far. I don't know what you're on about.
Smash them with salt. And they react by kind of... I've never seen a vine shrivel up so fast. But as it does, the rock they're standing on, or clinging to, crumbles with them. And you don't...
My salt shaker is forceful, by the way.
Yeah. Basically, you just salted away the entire trail that y'all came from.
Oh no.
They're retreating. I need you to roll your damage, by the way.
I did.
He did.
Oh, yeah. Okay, one of them is retreating completely, and the other 2 are standing back and starting to climb up different ways up to you. And at this point, one of them is going to burrow into the rock, and the other one is going to kind of dance at all of you, threatening to poke one of you.
I'll defend.
Alright, it threatens to poke at you, and it does a poke at you, Brutus.
Weren't they taunted at what's-her-face?
Allegra, yeah.
The other way.
That's true, they were. It actually attempts to
2 attacks.
poke at Allegra.
Or 2 attacks, right?
Actually, yeah. The one that pokes at Brutus, it pokes at you, and then the other one comes up with the rocks at Allegra. That's what it does.
Alright, so I'll defend Allegra.
Alright.
I'll defend him. I'll
I
defend
have
Brutus.
one
Fuck it.
gimmick. I fuck up. Wait, I might not actually. Hold on.
We may need to count experience for this, because you guys are failing rolls left and right.
Hold on.
World of world.
I actually might have more things. 1 second.
I defend.
Tim, on the other hand, has been rolling 12s consistently. Actually,
Oh, I gain a hold anyway. Because I'm defending someone. I'm defending an ally, a friend, or something I cherish.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta read the defend things. 1 sec.
I think I ran I ran Dungeon World for a group of people recently, and they were kind of amazed at the leveling mechanic because they said that it's kind of an interesting way. Like the power leveling in this game is basically just failing on a consistent basis. It was like, I am a complete and utter failure, but I am level 10.
I will redirect the attack from the thing I defend to myself.
Alright.
Oh, I can use
And
this
what
on
do you-
locations. Cool. I didn't know that.
What do you do, Tim?
What's the list of things? I forget.
It's scroll up. No,
Here
never
is
mind.
the link to the rules.
Thanks. Oh, there's the book. Okay.
No, oh yeah.
And I get 2, right?
Get 3 because you rolled.
Oh,
net
10 plus hold 3.
So all 3 then, right?
There's 4 things there.
Oh,
I only see 3.
Redirect an attack
Oh.
from the thing to defend yourself. Yeah, do that. Half the attack's effect or damage, and deal damage to the attacker equal to my level.
Just
I will note that
Alright.
I'm very, very durable. You can't let things damage me.
Alright,
Me too.
Okay.
Alright, they all redirect each other's attacks. Well, first off, I need Peter. Since you
Yes.
redirected the one to Allegra, you need to roll a d10 against yourself.
Hold on. I will brace for impact against this harm, and you survive. There's another con move.
Get... Ooh.
I knocked that one out of the park. So I rolled 11. Use 2. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Would it have any effects besides hurting me?
Yeah, it would also
Okay.
send you. It's forceful.
Alright, I take half damage rounded down, and I ignore all the effects of the attack other than the damage. I'm not moved, set on fire, poisoned, restrained, or anything else that would have done.
Alright.
I like to
roll
think
the
that
d10. Yep,
I like
I'll
to think that
continue.
I basically held out my foot and cut it through the soul, and I just stomp it down.
I like that.
The survivor is great because when I use defend, I get 2 defend moves.
Gonna
essentially.
make a damage roll then, Peter?
Oh, I'm the damage roller.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm making all of you roll your own damage rolls.
Alright, I take 4 minus 2, so I take 2 damage. Oh no!
Alright.
It's just a minor
Basically, it
flesh wound.
stabs into your foot a little bit, but not much.
Yeah.
And Tim, because it's
Yo.
doing a different attack, you roll a d6 against yourself.
Let's see.
And you have extra armor because of me.
It does 0 damage. I just catch it.
Yep.
It's like
and
a rock,
the
right?
3 damage you do is enough to sever it.
It's like a rock, right?
No, it's a vine.
Oh, okay. I literally ripped the vine.
There is 1 vine remaining.
Can I make a hack and slash move with my mystic weapon?
Sure.
Ooh.
Alright, I'm just gonna say the attack goes off without a hitch.
Alright, roll your damage.
And that's 4, and it ignores any armor this vine might have.
Alright, that's enough for it to retreat. And when it retreats, it drags itself through the trail all the way back to Skyward.
Well, hold on, does it have thorns? Or anything like that? Because I can cut off a
Mhm.
small part of this thing.
You can't cut something off of it, though. What are you going to cut off of it?
Well, what does it have on it that I could theoretically
Well, it's
cut?
got a little flower head to it, with little sharp little spike in it, and leaves on it.
Chop off the head of the hummingbird eating the flower.
I'm gonna cut off
Pretty.
some of the leaves because I have a feeling that if I cut off the flower, it would come back to haunt me.
Alright, you cut off its leaves, and not only does it retreat, it seems to wither away after it does, off in the distance. However, as it retreats, and this is sort of the end of the encounter, almost, they tear up the entire rest of the trail, and you hear a rumbling noise as everything above you begins to collapse.
Oh God.
Now, I need everybody to roll Defy Danger to get to the cave in time.
Can we roll from, I guess, left to right just to keep it in order?
Yeah.
Alright, well, my character is actually going to look at this and just going to kind of shrug, because Shadow is a shadow, and he's going to basically crumple himself up and to the flattest possible form that they can actually make themselves into, and just continue sort of traveling along the road. And so even if something were to land on them, it wouldn't really do anything because they'll just sort of pop right out.
So you're taking a +1 with that move?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the things that Shadow is afraid of, Shadow's not really afraid of a rock, because Shadow is kind of malleable. Like Kirby. Whoops!
Wait, what the hell?
Well, that would be Fate Dice.
Wow, what?
Roll the
Wrong system.
wrong system.
And you casually scrunch your way out of there.
I imagine you just like fold yourself paper thin and just sort of like inch away like a snail or a slug or something.
Yeah, that's
I've
exactly
heard
what
that
I
he
was
turns
going
into a
for.
Slinky. Starts bouncing in between various
All right.
rocks.
So I'm gonna go for Dext and say
I'm going to try and do a quick sprint and jump into a combat roll into the cave.
Yes, there's always going to be a combat roll in every game.
So I think on a 9 I make it, right?
Yes. What is... Okay. Well, here's the thing. You make it. But,
Now here's
you have to make a decision. You either make it into the cave and Shimmer has to catch up, or you make it in and Shimmer runs into Shadow.
I'm gonna have Shimmer run into Shadow then, because that won't do anything, Talk. It's an immaterial being that can't hurt someone
I didn't think
unless
about
it's...
that.
Yeah, but
Plus,
I mean,
plus Shadow's actually encompassing me right now as both the shield of light and a sword in my hand.
Okay.
you could still have Shadow come into. I mean, you could still have Shadow come
no.
in.
Make him
no,
drop
no.
his stick.
You just make it. Well, this is
Sorry.
long.
You can just deal damage.
What?
Or you can.
You need to roll Defy Danger to make it to the cave.
Roger. Dex. You fly there quickly. Mach 4.
my
Alright.
Damn.
my like coattails or whatever are gusting in the wind a bit.
Alright. Brutus.
Alright. Brutus walks forward casually, completely
Alright.
ignoring the rocks that are falling around him
So half of us pretty much just sort of. Two of us.
and onto him. And he's going to roll Defy Danger Constitution, I think. Like, imagine a bunch of like little rocks hitting him, but just like bouncing off of his shoulders and shit. Respectable.
Alright. Yeah, the rocks just kind of bounce off your hood. And Dustin.
I'll raise my shield and just run forward, divide danger strength.
No.
So I
Oh,
really
good
don't
move,
understand
Cora.
what to do on a 7 to 9.
You basically choose a lesser move. It can be damage if you want, just less than you had thought.
Like, you can lose pieces of equipment and stuff like that, too.
Okay,
Don't worry, I had trouble doing...
just for speed's sake, I'm gonna say you make it for now. So, I'll make it to the cave, and also I'd like to take a 5-minute break, okay?
Alright.
Alright.
Can I get the actual Dungeon World PDF from someone?
Yeah,
Yeah, hold on, I'll give it to you.
Alright.
Alright, yeah, stop the stream for now.